Hey Siri, what is the Waste of Time podcast?
The Waste of Time podcast is an independently recorded podcast that covers a wide range of topics, hosted by Let's Talk Cars host Oliver Giles.
Hello, welcome back to the Waste of Time podcast. I'm Oliver Giles, here again with Ben Rose, episode number 16. Say hello, Ben.
Hello, I'm Ben Rose.
Hooray, you didn't do that stupid joke that you did like the last few times. Alright, good. Alright, anyway, this is going to be pretty much a normal episode again, which is nice. Alright, let's get started with life in lockdown. And we actually have general topics this time.
Oh, yeah.
Hooray.
So the first one is our voice messages.
Oh boy.
You want to introduce that one?
No, I don't, Ben.
Okay.
You get to introduce it since this is your idea.
So, Oliver and I, we have this thing that we do since Oliver's internet and my internet are both
That's...
famously trash.
I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think it's more that we just don't want to type out like full paragraphs in terms of responses very quickly.
You don't want to call each other either, so we
that's
just
true.
like send long voice messages about like the weirdest shit, and sometimes it gets pretty sus, not gonna lie. But honestly, if you're not voice messaging your friends, something's wrong.
By the way, when you say long message, I'll say this. I typically have like very common run-ins with the Instagram stupid 1 minute voice message limit, which is horrible and stupid, as I said before. I once sent Ben a 10-minute voice message through text, right? Which the quality isn't quite as good because it's compressed to all hell because of iMessage. But I sent that, and it was just me listening to Superstore and laughing. The show from it's on Hulu, but I think it's an NBC show actually. I don't
One
quite
time,
anyway.
I remember you sent me a voice message. That was the entire voice message, and it was like a minute long. Like,
It was probably at like 3
a.m.
a.m. Yeah, probably. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, I just woke up. So
Anyway.
the second one is about exercise.
Yeah, I think we talked about this last week as well. Exercise, didn't we?
We did, but I have a new thing to report.
Oh, do you actually? All right.
Yes.
Anyway.
So last week,
Yep.
there was this thing that they did on my college Discord server. They were just like, "Oh, we're gonna do punishments. We're gonna do punishment Jackbox." And if you guys don't know it, Oliver knows what Jackbox is because we played it before.
Yes.
But we did you know the rap battle one.
No. I think I've heard which one. I don't know what it's called.
Oh.
Yeah.
The rap battle one.
I've seen it
Anyways,
played.
so-
Yeah. Yeah.
So the rule was for every place we got, like let's say I got first place. So if I got first place, then I would have to do like 10 push-ups, which is the equivalent of 20 sit-ups and whatever. So I got, I think it was 8th place. So I had to do 40 push-ups and 80 sit-ups,
Oof.
and then I just started doing 40, 80 sit-ups like every day.
Nice.
So I've been feeling much better and it made me stronger. So now there's a bump where my arm used to be. Let's go.
Yee. I've not played
Final topic.
I've not played Jackbox as much recently, but I've played it before. We used to play Use Your Words, was actually not a Jackbox game, but it's a similar type of game. Also, was it Quiplash and Fibbage and Drawful? Drawful's fun.
Draw.
All right. Anyway, Ben, you see, we got another topic. Oh boy.
Yeah, we have one final topic. It's
Ben.
I wish you guys could hear our slides. It says "Get in the fucking bucket." So there's a story behind this. I don't know why I included it. I think it was just funny. I included it. Oliver, a lot of times he likes to just send me like random shit. Like the subtitle for today's episode is something he said. He said, 20-foot tall pumpkin, what the shit? He just sent that to me. I don't know what the fuck that means. And so like in the middle of the night, like I'm taking a giant shit and then Oliver just sends me, get in the fucking bucket?
Pretty much.
What am I supposed Alright, so if you guys don't know, this is the current slide as it looks like right now. Oh, you're gonna have to answer this.
Yeah, I got a screenshot. Don't worry.
Oh my god! Can you change it back though? Oh wait, I'll just change it back.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't worry, Oliver. I'll make it the best.
I've taken some artistic license with the background.
So have I.
Ben, to be fair, that's fine. I can easily read that. Anyway, Ben, do you want to move on to your personal topic now?
Yeah, so I have a few personal topics as usual. So the first topic is classes filled up petite penis. I don't. Anyways, so barring the last part, one of my classes, my favorite class, my psych class that I really wanted, filled up, and my bio class isn't going to be available till August 31st. So
Yikes.
I am going to enroll in a bullshit stats class, so I can immediately drop it when I get bio. So, we're chilling.
That's
Also,
something, yeah.
Also, recently, I went to the doctor, and the doctor said I gained 20 pounds in 6 months, which is not fun, So, I decided I was going to go on, little diet stuff and, do some exercise, I got inspired by you, sort of a little bit, and based off of what you said last week, and then I just started eating, healthy. I started eating less, and I started exercising more, and I have so far lost 7 pounds, I think.
Nice.
So,
nice.
I didn't eat food, and they weighed me, and I was 220, and then right after dinner tonight, I weighed myself, and I was 214 or something, or 213 around there.
Nice.
I don't remember, but yeah, I feel a lot better too. So, and finally, that job that I talked about at the beginning, that I was oh, it's just a bullshit job or whatever.
So wait, this is not the juice one that you got rejected from twice, right?
This is not the juice, dude. The reason why they rejected me, they told me it's because I was going to college, and they didn't want. They were just oh, we want a permanent worker.
That kind of makes sense.
Stay here, right?
That kind of makes sense.
Fucking capital.
But also at the same time,
Anyways.
It's annoying if you want to get some money over the summer. It is also annoying, yeah.
I did get some money, but
yeah.
it was from the other job,
Right.
and it was it was probably one of my favorite experiences in quarantine.
Is this the stipend
they had
one?
us do some work that made us stay busy.
Is this when you got a stipend from?
Yeah, it was the stipend one.
Right.
Yeah, I think I got, at the end of the day, it was 1,900 from it.
I'm pretty sure that's what we said. But I think we discussed it in episode 6. I want to say it was around 6 because it was towards the end of the school year for both of us. I want to say it was around 6. Sometimes towards May or June.
It was 10 weeks ago, right?
Pretty much.
It was 10 weeks ago. So yeah, it was. I really liked that. I missed one conversation, and then at the end the organizer was yeah, so I'd never talked to the organizer before. The organizer just yeah, I noticed you were actually really great in the meetings, and I wish you the best, and if you ever want a job recommendation, I'm happy to provide one. I'm
that's
whoa!
Great. That is actually that's very useful,
because I did kind of work my ass off for that group. I did a whole city planning project, kind of. I did I guess I did what I was told, but I also did a ton of independent stuff too, and I'm really excited. And by the way, if you're in San Francisco, go to Horizons. That's just really fun. It's really cool, and even online, honestly, they found a way to make it fun and very interesting as well.
Nice.
So yeah, those are my personal topics.
Then also, what is? But you also have written just the word "sad" on your screen.
Oh, I'm just sad. I'm sad over the loss of the job. I wanted that. I love it.
It's good that you actually found a job for something that you actually enjoyed, which is nice.
Well, it wasn't really a job, but yeah.
Well,
it was literally just learning.
Yeah.
Half of it was just learning. Maybe city planning a little bit. Honestly. Yeah. Fudge.
Yeah. Sounds. It's about as much of a job as I had last summer with my city planning thing I was with. But yeah. Anyway, anything else you want to talk about before I move on to my part of the slide?
No, I'm good.
All right, so I'm going off to college in 5-ish weeks or so, in mid-September, right? And currently, my computer is a 2009 Intel Duo Core MacBook Pro, I believe. It is a hunk of shit. It is slow. It is garbage. It is garbage. It is just terrible. I use it for here's how bad it is, right? I would unless I absolutely have to, I try to avoid using the internet on it. I edit all the stuff for the slides on my iPad or my iPhone because it's painful to use that thing. it will run Minecraft with 200 mods on it and like Sky Factor and stuff like that. It will run that at 45 FPS just fine. But launching Google Chrome and actually using it, oh, that's way beyond my computer's capabilities. It is bricked.
It's because the RAM is ass. Google Chrome is just honestly one of the
True.
shittiest.
I typically use Firefox. I use Chrome as an example because I was actually doing some stuff with Chrome extensions the other day on my computer, which was painful. Anyway, point being, I got a new computer. Well, sorry, I ordered a new computer from Apple the other day, and Apple has a lot of college discounts. I do not quite know the actual amount I saved on it, but quite a bit. Because like MacBook Pros, they're not cheap computers. They're not like anything Apple makes is going to be more expensive than anything like a PC. You know what I mean? Like a basic Dell laptop versus a MacBook Pro. Like the MacBook Pro is always more expensive, but like I got the top memory, top processor version of the 13-inch new MacBook Pro, which has that weird little touch bar thing on it, which is gonna be interesting to figure out.
The touch bar.
Hooray! Let's replace the function keys and then make people think, holy shit, which one do I actually want to have up here? Yikes. Okay, but still,
I'm gonna press Alt F4 now.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, technically, I guess you still could.
Oliver, that's not what it says on your slide. It doesn't say you got a new computer.
Well, I mean, it says whatever you put up there. Yeah. And so Ben has written Newcomb Pooper and College Schnitzel. But anyway, so also along with that, I also got. I also was able to get a discount that I think was for $90 AirPods Pro. Now I'm really enjoying the AirPods Pro. However, I will say this: I would if I had to pay I would never pay more than maybe $115 for them, because honestly, again, they're good, they're portable, they're very convenient, and they're nice. But the sound quality is it's basically on par with my $25 headphones. I mean, $25 headphones have 50 hours of battery, and that's listening to music, not just standby. So, apart from the portability factor, they're nice to have, definitely. And like honestly, they're really good for workouts. But you actually have to wipe off the sweat because they're not really sweat resistant or water resistant, which is actually a bit surprising considering the fact you can get stuff like Raycons, which are for less money. But still, I'm really enjoying them. Also,
this video is sponsored by Raycon.
I wish. No. But also, please sponsor us. I'm kidding. No, but seriously though. Also, Ben, I immediately text you, and I got something else along with my computer, a bundle of software that included what?
Oh my god. Okay, so Oliver has Final Cut now.
Final Cut Pro, yeah.
So he also has Final Cut Pro, yeah. Final Cut Pro, he also has Logic.
Logic X, I think
that's
what it's called, yeah.
Logic,
and then I also have some 3D animation software and a bunch of other stuff that I've got 3 other types of software that go with Logic, and they're kind of like add-ons to that. In total, it's like a bundle of It was for free. It was for free with the college discount thing. It was actually a bundle that it's normally I think it's like normal value is about $200, which is I'm just gonna misuse Logic entirely.
Wait. Final Cut and Logic they're not $200. Like together, like all that with the DAW and everything else is probably upwards of $1,000. Seriously, it's so expensive.
I'm just going off what Apple's told me, right? But the thing is, I've actually not gotten the code because they send them out as codes. I'm assuming I'm only going to get the codes when they actually ship the computer. Because remember, the computer's not getting here until the 1st of September. But actually, I already got my AirPods and my adapter because remember I actually had to buy the USB C adapter now, which is annoying as fuck. But all right, whatever.
Stupid.
Yeah.
You'll get used to it. It's actually pretty. It's fine.
But I know I've also bought a multi-input splitter for USB, which is nice, which is good. Which I've actually seen my friends use on the same model's computer. It actually, surprisingly, does work too. So I can have multiple different USB devices
put in
the
Ethernet once. And the HDMI and stuff.
Yeah, but it's also one that has multiple it's like a 3 USB input as well.
Oh.
So I could have a flash drive as well as having something else plugged in as well, which is nice. But anyway, yeah. So again, I got a massive. So again, it's like a computer for reduced price, like a top level MacBook Pro for reduced price. The adapter for reduced price, AirPods for reduced price, and the bundle of multiple, applications. Also, I'm just gonna totally misuse Logic and probably very annoy Ben by doing this, but I'm just gonna make I'm just gonna make a very sound effects filled version of the podcast because why the fuck not? The current UI for both iMovie and GarageBand, as well as Logic and Final Cut Pro, is very solid. I'll say that. Like Apple does really well when it comes to designing UI. Unless you're talking about OS X, unless you're talking about the Snow Leopard OS, in which case, fuck you, Apple. That was a horrible system. All right.
There's a reason why they don't offer backups for Snow Leopard.
that system was like, that was like 2010, right? It was horrible. Anyway,
it was so bad. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had that on the computers at Laurel for a while on the MacBook Pros there.
Laurel had Macs, and I think that's part of the reason why it closed down.
And then we got downgraded. We got downgraded to Chromebooks.
I love the Chromebooks though; they were pretty cool.
That's true. Anyway, moving on. I also have to talk about college. I am again 5 weeks in. I'm kind of getting everything ready for college. I'm actually starting to get like a packing list together at this point. Stuff like because I've got a backpack. I actually got a brand new backpack and a brand new duffel bag to take with me to college. Getting posters and stuff like that. College stuff to put. Also I'm coming back in October because of the second wave thing going up in late January, which a lot of schools I know are doing. Anyway, that's why I'm not taking a whole ton of time. I'm only taking because again I'm only gonna be on for 2 months to come back. So I'm probably actually not taking my gaming chair because they actually already provide decent desk chairs. So I'm probably taking my gaming chair when I go up there for the rest of the year. After
you do need a lamp though.
Yeah, of course, a lamp. Yeah, I've got several lamps, desk lamps, standing lamps, stuff like that. But yeah, no, it's gonna be interesting. And it's gonna be so I'm already kind of getting packed for that, just getting ready to go. Not finalizing anything yet, obviously, but it's good to have a packing list a couple weeks in advance in case things change. Because again, the class situation may change as well, depending on what Oregon government does. So we shall see about that. But yeah, that's my thing with college. Anyway, let's move on.
All right. Well, for the first time in... Oh, wait, never mind. I thought we were going to have a Wild Man Oliver slide, but no.
Ben, I deleted the entire slide. I'm inside right now. I'm sleeping inside right now because of my foot, so...
Okay. We're chilling. It's fine. Let's talk about viewer mail. No. We don't have
you sound so disappointed.
I'm so sad. Last week's viewer mail was so fun. We have 2 or 3 people who send us viewer mail, and I want to tell you guys are the lifeblood of this podcast. We could not exist.
Yeah, thank you everyone for the viewer mail. It's always fun to, to
even the shittiest ideas.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, this is the marketplace of ideas. It's okay.
All right. Okay. So let's move on to.
Mail not permitting.
Ben, you want to introduce it?
MLB report. Flash the intro.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, if I did not do a new intro this week, it's because I've been very, very busy, and new intros, they do take a lot out of me sometimes, especially for this one, because I have to gather clips from the previous week. But, MLB report, it's all good. Let's start off with actually some good stuff. So last week, we mentioned the whole Marlins situation and how much of a fuck up their management was in containing that because they did... Because, again, last week we talked about the fact that they had 4 known COVID cases when they started playing, and then they had 14. I actually went on I think it's the CBS Sports, they actually have the injured list for all teams, right? All different players, and on the day-to-day injured list, 10-day injured list, or 60-day injured list are out for the entire season, right? And so various players listed with illness, which is actually pretty interesting, which I've actually never seen on a list like that before. Anyway, apart from that, so yeah, last week, as I said before, we had the huge Marlins COVID nonsense thing going on.
Scandal.
Yeah, pretty much because the management was a bullshit thing. The management failed badly in that case. However, since then, there were a few reported cases on the Cardinals, but they did a good job of isolating that and no spread outbreak there. So no massive outbreaks, and they've actually done a good job. I think it was 3 players over last week. So yeah. Anyway, they've controlled. Unlike last week, no massive breakouts, no massive headline breakouts. Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred did say that if they could not keep a handle on this shit, he's going to shut the season down, which is interesting because he's not really a guy to take action at all when it involves anything with baseball. The Astros' greatest punishment for their massive cheating scandal was they lost their prospect picks. Whoop-de-doo. Anyway, moving
Also
on to the move. Yeah, that's true. That too. Let's be fair, he did get an 8-game suspension. Anyway, moving on to the division leaders. So in the National League West, the Rockies again. They actually just won a series against the Giants. Actually, unsurprisingly, the Rockies won 3 out of the 4 games in that series. Yeah. Anyway, the Rockies won 3 out of the 4 games in that series. Now the Rockies are actually leading the National League West with a record of 9 wins and 3 losses. NL Central, the Cubs leading 10 wins, 2 losses. NL East. I thought this would be ironed out by now because remember the Marlins had to not play a few games and so their win-loss ratio is a bit and the win percentage is a bit skewed, but they have a 5-win 1-loss record which ties them for first place with the Braves who have a 9-win 5-loss record. Anyway, yeah,
ratios and differences. Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, but so anyway, point being. Again, also, they're going to do doubleheaders to make up these missed games. And also now, because of COVID, instead of 9 inning doubleheader games are 7 innings unless they go into extra innings. They're actually like 4 doubleheader games of the day, I think. Anyway, moving on to that. Marlins and Braves are tied for lead in the NL East. Moving on to the AL West, we have the Oakland A's, the 9-4 record leading that division. AL Central, the Minnesota Twins, the Minnesota Twins have been a laughingstock of baseball for so many years. Actually, over the last 2 or 3 years, actually started getting good, and now they're leading the AL Central. AL Central with 10 wins and 3 losses, and the Yankees, no surprise, 9 wins, 3 losses to lead the AL East, and that rounds out the MLB report for this week. Moving on, this is Ben's slide.
What is wrong with my brain? Speaking of stuff that's wrong with my brain, imagine moving out for school and going to day school. Holy shit. Have you seen across the country? Did you see that Reddit post earlier this week that said that in Georgia, they're starting to go back to school, like high school, and nobody's wearing a fucking mask?
This is Georgia. What else do we really expect? And also, at the same time, Georgia, go fuck yourself. All right.
It's not just Georgia though. Okay,
I know. Obviously,
back in May, it's not even the United States even. It's like a lot of right-wing governments. So like back in May, for example, Israel put their kids back in school, and like during the first week in a Jerusalem school, it created a second outbreak. And people are like, well, kids can't spread the virus, but like,
yeah, they can. It's more like they can't get. It's like they're less likely to get as sick from the virus, but they can absolutely spread it.
Yeah, and remember that deaths isn't just the worst. Isn't just the thing that COVID can do to you. Like death isn't like the beginning of it. COVID can cause hair loss. It can cause
permanent heart problems, lung problems, like permanent damage to respiratory systems.
For example, one of the players in the MLB, I forget his name, Eduardo or something.
Yeah, it was from the Red Sox. Yeah,
heart damage.
Yeah,
is permanent heart damage because he got COVID before the season started, and he's not allowed to play anymore. Now that might be the minority of people, especially young people, but still, and the effect is the same in high schoolers. So you're setting these kids up for horrible shit, all because you need to have them at school so you can have people that are working your fucking dead-end jobs. Like, just honestly, the government should pay people to stay home, and that's a fact.
Yeah, they should, except, to be fair, it's the American government, and we all know that's never going to happen, even if it is the most logical course of action, because American government. Actually, just because government in general, to be honest.
Well, the American government specifically.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my God. Like literally, they were just like $600 a week is too much because it's more than what people would normally be paid at their job. Doesn't that mean there's something wrong? With how much people are paid at their job? Like
it's showing more than just what it's not just. It's showing more than just about COVID itself. It's showing that there's a fucked up problem with this. I mean, we've known about this problem forever. To be honest, about people being underpaid.
It's just a thing, yeah, exactly, and especially, I mean, like anybody's underpaid. Like everybody that's working is underpaid. Maybe maybe not like a CEO, but like other people. But like the main point is like, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty anxious for school. Like, I don't know if colleges really have my best interests at heart, especially not my. Maybe your college does because you guys are small, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know if UCI has my best interest at heart. I think, honestly, they're just a business, especially because they didn't let me sign up for my classes, and so I think I might just be bitter about that. But like, I'm pretty nervous about going to school. I do want to leave the house though, but like, I also kind of want to live. I don't know. It's kind of a balance, but I don't know if I have anything to be really afraid about, especially because Orange County cases are decreasing. So I think I'll be fine, I hope. But, you know, we all think it can never happen to us until it does. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, we're moving on to the next slide, but this is just my segue. So speaking about idiots who are idiots. Oh, wait, hold up. Every time, Oliver, it's like this. It's like this. We always have to do that. Every single week, guys, we have 2 new promotions to do. All right. The first one is, Oliver, you want to take it? You want to take the first one?
No, but I mean, this kind of become your thing. So why don't you go ahead and take it?
All right. So, guys, we have a Patreon, and I would encourage each and every one of you to steer as far away from it as possible. I don't know why we still promote this shit. Like, it's not good. The best thing you could do is like give us money for nothing, right? And Oliver will send you a screenshot of, what is it, like a black screenshot or a white screenshot? What is it?
I'll send you a screenshot of nothingness. So whatever that ends up being.
And remember, you're paying for every episode, everything we upload on Patreon. So Oliver will just start uploading a ton. So if you can, please don't donate to our Patreon. And if we could get a sponsorship from Raycon, because we just shouted you out, that would be really nice.
That's never going to happen.
I think that would be cool. Dude, one day we're gonna get like a sponsorship from like the Great Courses Plus or something, or like Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh,
imagine
God.
if we got a Raid.
Did you hear about the
Shadow
things? I think
Legends?
it was a few months ago on Twitter. They like made an official post saying that they don't actually sponsor anyone or some bullshit, which is absolutely false.
They don't. They say they don't sponsor people because they don't fucking. It's blatantly false. Like, yes, they do. It's literally against the law to say that, anyways. Yeah, so get your fucking coronavirus vaccine when it comes out. And on top of that, get your fucking flu vaccine right now. There is no reason not to. I think last week we beat up a little bit too much on anti-vaxxers. And, you know, if you're an anti-vaxxer, fuck you. I want to beat you up. Like, seriously, you need your goddamn vaccine. Get the shot in your arm or I'll give you a shot in the head. Understood?
Yeah, that should be on a t-shirt somewhere, I think.
Seriously, like, we're begging you, at least just get the vaccine for everybody else. It's a societal need. It's your duty to wear your mask and take the vaccine. Please do both.
Yes, please.
All right. So, now it's time for the Ben Rose Other Slide.
The news.
Weekly Fuck 12! Oh yeah, also Weekly Fuck 12. Let's do this. And coming at you live from San Francisco, this is your Weekly Fuck 12. That's right, Weekly Fuck 12, where we break down some of the shittiest things that the cops did this week. So the first part of the Weekly Fuck 12 is, oh wow, the troops were deployed to Portland. Guess it was just a one-off thing. No, now it's Chicago. Now they're going to Chicago, and no, this isn't a problem, guys. It's fine, you know. So honestly, just the cops have just been kind of pussies. Sorry.
No, that's no,
man
that's
babies.
somewhat accurate.
Man babies.
There
fucking
you go.
Man babies. Oh, I want you to see the fucking. Did you see the image that I put on the slide?
Yeah, I can not really read that.
Okay.
It's
okay.
really.
Can you read the last?
Yeah, I can read
the last two. The blue, right?
Oh, yeah, the blue. Yeah.
It says back the blue, but it looks like fuck the blue.
It really does.
It looks like.
Also, to be fair, that's just not really a font or a typeface a printing face that's conducive to reading either. To be honest.
It's so funny because, like, the minute that it went up, people started going over and defacing it. And, like, someone that got caught, you know what he said? Do you know what he said?
Yeah.
He said, I didn't do faces because the police were bad. I do faces because the font looks like shit.
Yeah, you know what? You got a point. Yeah, that font. I'll put a picture here if I remember the actual thing that Ben has on the slide here. But it's that font is horrible.
Just look up Back of the Blue in Tampa if you really want to see it. It is so bad. It's like, it literally looks like if Elmo and fucking, I don't know, Grimace had sex and had a baby and that baby made a font. Like, it's so bad.
Hello and welcome to Waste of Time Moments. That is absolutely...
You have to put that up there.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, by the way, if you guys missed it, go check out the last Waste of Time moment, which was Ben reading the Wiktionary entry on bumfuck.
It's bumfuck. All right. So, actually, I just saw what you did with the last slide, Oliver. Wonderful move. And I actually have some positive.
You just saw that?
So, in California... I just saw that. I'm
Damn
feeling
it.
stupid. So, in California, we have recently seen a big, and in the United States too, we've also seen a big decline in COVID cases.
Which
We've
is good.
Seen that COVID, which is really good, but the bad news is it's because inland is getting more cases per capita, but there's not as many people there. But like farm workers are getting hit really bad, which is really sad. But
Yeah.
but the main point is like across the U.S. at least, like states have been reinstating their stay-at-home orders. They've been getting rid of like restaurants, no bars anymore, and the cases have gone down significantly. And again, it's not going to end until you wear your fucking mask and take the vaccine. Like those are things that you still need to do, no matter if there's like 2 cases in your neighborhood or 2,000. Like you need to wear your mask.
Masks, and when it's available, vaccine, absolutely 100% yes.
Exactly. We need to make a shirt that just says, wear your fucking masks, take the vaccine, or I'll eat your ass, you know, something like that.
That might be not a good idea. Some people might be into that.
God, vaccine play. Oh, God. Okay.
You want to rephrase that, Ben?
Another waste of time moment. No.
No, that's not long enough for a moment, I don't think.
Oh, too bad.
I might do a
Okay,
two.
so-
Maybe a 2-in-1 moment. We'll see.
Oh, God. So, in good political news this week, we have had in Missouri somebody who they thought would never win. They thought it was like she's a progressive challenger to somebody that's held that seat. Him and his dad have held that seat for 50 years. Her name's Cori Bush, and she's a Black Lives Matter activist. And you know the funny thing is, I don't know if you guys ever saw this, but back in the day, like 3 weeks ago, I don't know, it's been forever. There was a couple that had like these stupid looking like shitty toy guns and they were pointing them at Black Lives Matter protesters, and like they were lawyers and stuff, and they look gross, but
They look gross. Can you define that?
So they look like those kinds of people, Karens and Kens, you know. Cori Bush won, and Rashida Tlaib won. And Rashida Tlaib, if you guys don't know, is like a member of the Squad. She's a progressive politician, and it's honestly fucking awesome. Like, we're seeing progressive politicians all around.
Yep.
And we really do have some good news. Even the weekly Fuck 12 this week, besides the Chicago thing, were just funny. It's just how shit the police are at designing shit. All the graphic artists went to the right side is all I'm saying.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I mean, honestly, Comic Sans would have been better, to be honest, guys. Comic Sans would have been much easier on the eyes.
Dude, okay, the bad news is the DHS is compiling a watch list of like activists and stuff. I don't know. We're definitely not going to be on the watch list.
No.
But like, imagine if we got put on the watch list, and the reason why is because we made fun of this shitty fucking street art.
That'll be interesting. Also, Ben, quick question. I was actually reading your. I was actually reading the news slide previously, right? Is it actually spell her name? Is it the K or the C? Because I've actually read it both ways on the internet.
Oh, it's with a C. It's with a C. Did I say K?
It's
with a
think,
C. It's
yeah.
Bush with a C.
I've actually seen it spelled both ways because it can be spelled both ways.
Yeah, I can. It can. That's true.
So just I've been seeing that name a lot recently because I've been looking at a lot of the news for Titan season 3, and that's yeah. So it's spelled I've been seeing that name. I've been seeing that name is spelled with a K a lot recently. So because
All right,
yeah.
And so rounding out. Oh wait, not yet. 3 more slides till we're done. Let's talk about the Xbox deals of the week. Oliver, I know what you did. Okay, so guys, Oliver's such a genius. He knows that I like to edit his text. So he just took a picture of
Ben, wait up, Ben. I'm going to let you continue, but I think you're wrong. But anyway, go ahead. What did I do? You're wrong, though.
Wait, you took a screenshot or something.
But why did I do it?
Like a Word document?
Why?
Because... Did you want the font or something?
No, because I did it. I actually wrote these in the notes template and I didn't want to bother to copy and paste the text over.
Oh my god! So, anyways, he took pictures of it and he put it on the.
I wasn't being clever. I was just being a lazy fuck. All right.
Couldn't edit the text.
Anyways, okay,
well, as you'll see the next time.
Okay, so anyway, okay, so this time, okay, so yeah, okay, anyway, so this week it's Xbox deals of the week. All right, so this week, this is actually, so I think last week it was up to 50% off of simulators last week, not a huge sale. This week is a little bit bigger. It's up to 80% off on Bethesda games. But first of all, the free games of the month right now, Portal Knights, which is kind of like imagine Minecraft with a bit more focus on decoration building and an RPG level up system and quests, which I absolutely love. Great game, building stuff like that. Dunk Lords, which I actually downloaded and played, and it's surprisingly difficult maybe because some of the controls aren't great, but it's once you get the hang of it, it's a fun fighting / basketball overtop action game. It's just fun. And MX Unleashed is a game made by THQ Games, so you already know it's not going to be great in terms of controls because fucking THQ Games, sick to making Wheel of Fortune, nothing else, thank you. No, but also to be fair, these idiots also made the Stuntman Ignition game, which if you actually see my review on that on my channel, you know the full amount of fucks I have to go about that game. Yikes! But anyway, yeah, MX Unleashed. It's a fun game. However, the controls, you only get one control scheme, and like it's a control scheme that works fine in games like Mario Kart 8, Accelerate, stuff like that. But not great on a controller like the Xbox controller, especially when it's dealing with somewhat realistic motorcycle physics, at least for 2004 when the game first came out. That's the backwards compatible title for the month. And honestly, it's not a great game. It's a 2004 sound engine trying to be a motorbike sound engine, so not exactly great. But you know what? MX Unleashed for free. It's a fun little game. Especially if you like going around a massive arena and doing tricks on motorcycles. A lot of fun. And then anyway, so now on to the Bethesda deals of the week. So Fallout 4 was $29.99. Now it was $29.99. Now $8.89. Fallout 4 is a good game. Not the best in the Fallout series, but pretty good. If you really want to find out how much Fallout 76 is, it's still available. Fallout 76, I think it's like $20 or whatever. I didn't pay attention.
Best game of the century.
Fuck, I didn't give a shit about that one. But Fallout 4 is a good game though. Also deals on Fallout 3 and New Vegas, stuff like that as well, I think. Anyway, also Doom Eternal, which came out fairly recently. I think it was like the end of 2019 or 2020, right? Anyway, Doom Eternal was $59.99, now $29.99. Also, you can get the deluxe edition, which was I think like $85 for now, like $55, but still. Anyway, yeah. So Doom Eternal was $60, now $30. Cool. And then Skyrim Special Edition. Now this is a game that I love. I actually never really played it back on 360 because I didn't have it. But Skyrim Special Edition, that includes, remember, you can download mods for free, and oh my goodness, are the mods fun. Anyway, Skyrim Special Edition was $40, now $13.19. And also, there are so many cool, I guess, deals a week for gold members, I decided to put them on their own slide this week. So, okay. Woodle
Tuesday.
Woodle Tree Bundle. I don't know how to pronounce that. Woodle Tree Bundle.
That's not what it says.
Yes, it
That's
does.
not what it says.
Yeah, I don't no. I'm not reading that part, Ben. Woodle Tree Bundle was $14.99. Now So yeah, Woodle Tree Bundle. I don't even know what that game is. I put up there because the title is funny. Woodle Tree Bundle was $14.99, now $11.24. Ben, if you might have convinced you may have tricked me into reading that if you'd actually put it on that line instead of putting it above it, but nope, you didn't.
I couldn't do it.
It's not. Oh yeah, that's true. That's right. Because this is also a screenshot because I messed up. That's right. Anyway. Red Dead Redemption 2 Special Edition was $80, now $35.89. That's a pretty good deal right there. And South Park: The Stick of Truth plus more puns, The Broken But Whole WHOLE bundle. Those are the two South Park RPG games, which are both very, very fun. And if you know South Park's humor, over the top, gross, and offensive, and you like that type of stuff, these are the games for you because it's South Park and it's funny. So that kind of wraps up the whole deals of the week for the Xbox. And now we're going to be moving on to the quarantine media. Ben, let's get started with your slide.
Okay, hold up. We actually have some breaking news. I'm sorry. I need to say this. I'm looking at Instagram right now, and
I know. I feel like I know what you're looking at. I feel like I know what you're looking at.
If you guys don't know, recently there has been a revelation. If you guys don't know who Jeffrey Epstein is, he did. I'm not going to say the word here, but he did some unspeakable things with children. And recently, we've had a ton of leaks on who has been involved with that because his wife was jailed, and essentially, the list became unsealed. And so, people that got exposed include Bill Clinton, Harold Moody Jr., if you guys don't know who Harold Moody, Keith Farnham. There's like a lot of Democrats and a lot of Republicans, right? And surprising, Anthony Silva, the former mayor of Stockton, California, the Democratic former mayor, was implicated. People have all been implicating of, Asia Argento. Asia Argento, by the way, who was a huge proponent of Me Too. Ed Murray, former Seattle mayor. Russell Simmons, the actor.
Yep.
Neil Goldschmidt, the governor of Oregon, by the way. Mel Reynolds, Roman Polanski, obviously. Duh.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the thing that happened was all these people have either been they've been accused or charged with some form of sexual assault.
Yeah.
And it's been against children. And we know that Bill Clinton was on the planes. We also know that Donald Trump was on the planes too. So I don't know if we're going to cover this next week, but just stay tuned because there is some creepy stuff coming out. And
yeah, but we also have something else to cover next week that broke about an hour ago. But yeah.
Okay. So now transitioning from that, put that into quarantine media update. Let's talk about media.
For quarantine media, I'm going to start with my music. So artists Green Day, Dragon Force, and Bare Naked Ladies, and Paramore, as well as the Power Rock playlist. As always, I'm pretty much just listening to stuff from 10th grade again. So Dragon Force, a lot of that stuff. That's some... They're power metal. So I guess Dragon Force is probably, the most lighthearted metal you probably ever hear. They're power metal, definitely. Yeah, they got some good stuff. A lot of good, even though they have a very, very, very constantly shifting lineup, but they got some good stuff. Dragon Force. Anyway, then for games, I have Dunk Lords, MX Unleashed, Portal Knights, which I'm playing right now, and it is fun, very, very, very fun. I do a lot of building and exploring different realms because that's what the game is. Portal Knights, you explore different worlds, but it's like Minecraft where you can break stuff and build stuff. It's pretty fun actually. But we also have Injustice 2, Far Cry 5, Forza Motorsport 7, and MLB 20 The Show, which is I've actually been playing a lot of. I've actually been playing Diamond Dynasty mode, which family with the show. If you don't know what that is, you can buy and collect baseball cards and use them as players to play against other people online or play against computer controlled teams online. I've actually recreated the entire Giants team in the online mode. I could have just taken the easy way around and just started a franchise with the Giants in the game, but I decided, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to use it, just get the entire Giants current team in online mode and do that. So I did. I've been playing the Giants schedule, which is actually pretty cool. Anyway, that's my games, and I don't really have anything for TV or film. You know, Ben, you did a thing last week for YouTube videos. I'll do that as well. I've been watching a lot of I think it's called Clone Hero. Ben, I think I sent you a video in this, right? I forgot you saw.
Was it the guy that did the garage
It's
band
pretty
stuff?
much Guitar Hero or Rock Band.
Guitar Hero. That's what I meant.
Pretty much Guitar Hero or Rock Band, but instead of that, it's people can make and upload their own charts. So you get freaking meme compilations as audio. It's incredible. I've been watching a lot. I've also been getting back into CinemaSins just because, you know, it's funny and I'm bored. Anyway, yeah.
All right.
Nuts.
So where?
No, nothing.
Where did you just?
No, nothing.
Where the fuck are the nuts? What? Wait! Don't make that a clip. Don't clip that, please.
I won't.
Okay.
Okay. I was just using the hand drill in the hand crank drill in the in Portal Knights, right, which is pretty much this like extremely fast multi-block shovel, and I fell through into a literal labyrinth. That's cool. Okay. Sorry.
Goodness. Nuts.
To be fair,
Anyways,
to be fair, the outside of the thing was a giant dirt ball floating in the air. What I think was inside of that. Anyway, yeah. All right.
So in my bootlicking shame, the artists that I listen to right now recently have been The Police and also these guys named Prep. Prep is pretty fun. Prep is pretty cool. The Police are also pretty cool. The Police are older, and Prep is like newer, but Prep is
I don't really think you need to clarify who the Police are, even to like younger listeners. They've had some songs that have stuck around for a while.
Yeah, like that one about stalking that girl, or the one about committing suicide because that girl won't talk to you.
Yep.
The other one about, yeah, you know, or walking on the moon because you're smoking a shit ton of dank weed. You know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Things that do kind of stay relevant, you know?
The Police have shit wrong. Even the band The Police has shit wrong with it. Like, come on. Alright. So, for the games I've been playing, it's just been the normal stuff, you know, Super Mario Odyssey, Animal Crossing, I'm playing that right now, and Breath of the Wild. For TV, I've been watching Dark. I told you guys last
That's
time,
the German show, right?
I cannot spoil it for you, but you have to watch it.
I probably will not.
It's not something you put on the background. It's something that you just watch. It's something that you need to be focused to watch. It's one of the best TV shows I think I've literally ever seen. It's really fun. You should watch. I've been watching Parks and Rec. That's the background for some stuff. I don't really watch a lot of TV as I say normally, so like watching Parks and Rec means like one episode, but Dark, I think I finished like 2 seasons already in a week.
It's like there's some shows that I can't binge watch even if I really wanted to because like there's heavy or like, you know, it's like somewhat dark. Like if it's like a, you know, kind of like heavy content, I don't really want to binge watch it. But there's some that even it's kind of, yeah, it's just, you know, stuff. It's yeah.
So for film, my family has gone down the rabbit hole. We've run out of things to fucking watch. So 2 weeks ago we watched The Kissing Booth, and last week we watched The Kissing Booth 2. And guess what, Oliver? Guess what's gonna happen soon?
Is there a third one? I don't even know what this film is. Is there a third one?
They're making a Kissing Booth 3. So essentially, I don't give a fuck if I'm spoiling it for you. I could spoil it for you because you would already know what happens. Anyways, essentially, there's this one girl, and then she has like a best friend, and like her best friend's brother is like her crush, and then, you know, they get together and stuff.
This sounds really horrible on every level possible.
And then the second movie, her best friend's brother goes off to college. Well, the best friend has a girlfriend now, and then it's like every single fucking stereotype of any high school kid ever.
Who
like,
actually watches these for enjoyment reasons?
It's so bad. It's not even so bad. It's good. It's just so mediocre. It's good. It's just like, why did you make it's so fun? It's like a CinemaSins movie.
Yeah.
It's like a movie that you instinctively become CinemaSins because it's so fucking bad.
Yeah.
These have like there's no effort put into these movies. Maybe the actors, but like
better or worse than like an Illumination movie. Put on that level.
Worse. Much. Have you ever watched To All the Boys I Loved before? Because that's
No.
actually better. It's better.
Have you know Illumination Studios, right?
Yes. Illumination.
Okay,
Illumination.
stop. All right, I should never have asked you that question.
The guys that made the wonderful movie The Minions.
That thing's getting a fucking sequel, apparently.
I think it already.
No.
Oh. I hope the world. Do you think the world just decided to end because they're making a second Minion movie?
Probably.
It's too fucking
You know
much.
what? Probably, Ben.
Jack Pandemic.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, and finally for YouTube videos, as you guys, if you guys don't know, I'm majoring in chemistry, and I love the whole reason I got.
You sent me some really cool stuff actually with chemistry in it the other day.
Yeah, the one with like the
expanding
the
thing you
expansion
sent.
reaction.
You sent me the.
I'm not gonna clarify that. It's. I encourage you guys to check out Now Red. He does he does shit tons of dangerous chemical reactions and stuff in his own like home lab. You don't do it at home. You have to, honestly, it's one of my favorite YouTube channels, but I could never do what he does there. And I just am one day hoping I can just do like a modicum of what he does. Like that's why I kind of want to be chem. I kind of want to do labs like that because
Nice.
learn. Yeah, and so that is it for Quarantine Media. Oliver, do you have a witty outro, or can I just wing
it? Yes, anything you would put as Ben Rose's personal love letter to Guy Fieri, send to Jenkins123, Jenkins123 at gmail.com. That's Jenkins123, Jenkins123 at gmail.com. And we will see you all in the next episode. Good night.